Welcome to the PSR YouTube channel. Hey, I love YouTube. YouTube's awesome. It's awesome. You should become a YouTube creator. Totally. This video will get monetized. Yes.
Whoa, yeah. We're having lots of family fun now. Whoa, yeah. None of these are real guns now. Whoa, yeah. Also got a Patreon, the link is in description. Got some merch too, yeah, you know you wanna get some.
Thank you for being patient. I think we've stroked the algorithm enough for today. The video starts in 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of PSR. Today we've got something very interesting on the channel. This is the MCXR, or the MCX regulator by Sig. It is a California compliant rifle that is essentially an MCX but with cucked features, which in some instances we're going to learn might actually be more advantageous depending on the shooting you're going to be doing. Now, if you want more information, definitely check out Reno May's channel. He did a whole comparison and an in-depth review on a bunch of different ranch rifles that are similar to this. And why did I get this? I live in a very free state where we don't have to follow by these rules. I thought it was interesting, A. B, they discontinued these, which I find interesting as well. And I just wanted to turn this into an absolute meme. And so we're gonna do some fun stuff later on with this thing and making it not California compliant. But the cool thing about this thing is essentially an MCX upper. It's completely identical to the MCX LT. I put out a full length 16-inch rail. The normal MCXR, the handguard ends at about here. This one goes all the way and it's FDE, so I thought it was interesting. So the only difference between this and a Spear LT upper, this is 16 inches and we've got a compensator instead of a flash hider, is there's no forward assist. And other than that, it is the same exact parts, same exact thing as your MCX Spear LT, which is pretty neat. These, when they first came out, were $3,000, which is insane and way overpriced for what you're getting, essentially a cucked MCX, which is about that price anyway. So they did not sell very well. And eventually Sig, actually recently, I hear that they're discontinuing these guns. So I wanted to hop on it and get them, but I also didn't want to pay $3,000. So now they are much cheaper. They're like 1,500 bucks, which is about the same price, maybe a little bit less, for an actual just MCX Spear LT upper. So you get a whole gun, and of course it comes with a little chode 10-round mag. We're gonna see how this thing shoots, see what it's like. Then we're gonna do some Bubba-ing to this thing. We're gonna Bubba this out, similar to Bubba's SKS. Shouts out to the shirt. This is a Bubba's Claymore rental. And it's by Aves, actually. And that brings me to today's channel sponsor, always the channel sponsor, and that's Aves Engineering. Guys, if you're looking to get railed in the best kind of way, Aves has got you covered. If you like DIY Glocks, they have got you covered for all of their rail needs. And they have machined locking blocks, which is unique. I don't think there's many other people that machine their locking blocks. Quality stuff. They also have a ton of Mac uppers. And never in a million years would I use PSR for 10% off your entire order from Aves. Thanks again to Aves for sponsoring this channel. All right, well, we got the EOTech on here. It's fairly decent. Ergonomically, it's a little high. You actually probably want to get an even lower sight, so you don't need to use a riser or anything with this because your cheek weld is lower. So this is a Mossberg 500 stock. You can use any Mossberg 500 stock, including when I eventually SBR this thing, I'm just gonna put a shockwave grip on it and it's gonna be retarded. For now, we're gonna keep the intelligence a little bit higher, and I'm gonna shoot this thing kind of like you would a normal ranch rifle, kind of just from a little fixed position. You know, you got some coyotes on your ranch and they need to get eliminated. Let's see if we can eliminate the coyotes. Before I shoot this, I do have an Onyx Arms little broom handle, mini broom handle, which is kind of nice. It's actually setting this up on the barrel quite nice. So we have a pretty standard trigger in here, except it's got a linkage because this is so far back. So the safety's here. We're gonna go fire here. Let's see how this thing shoots. Nice. That compensator is just brutal. Ah, dick, we're already out. 10 round mags, dick. We're gonna change that. All right, let's talk a little bit more about the features and modularity of this thing. I'd say the main appeal of the MCX in general, not just this one, is the modularity. The MCX is super modular. You can swap out the barrels really easily compared to an AR-15. There's no barrel nut to speak of. It's just these clamps that go around your barrel, and you have to obviously torque them to the correct spec. And you can put 300 blackout, 7.62 by 39, obviously 5.56, which this is. You know, I just think this is a unique, cool gun. The other cool feature about this is it's got an Arca rail right on the receiver. So if you wanted to put this on a tripod, it's super, super easy. Connects via Arca rail down on the bottom there. Really neat. And ergonomically, it's really not that bad, actually. I mean, I prefer a pistol grip. We will put this upper on my normal MCX lower just to show you it runs. The other cool thing about this is if you have an MCX already, let's say an MCX lower, either a Virtus or a Spear LT, they'll work with this upper. Both will work fine. So that's another added benefit to getting one of these for 1,500 bucks or sometimes even cheaper than that, is you can just use this upper. You got another spare MCX upper, which you could swap the barrels out, but you've also got that enhanced bolt carry group, newer design, which allows you to use any AR-15 normal trigger, mil spec, or the FRT, which is very fun. We're not going to be shooting the FRT today because this video hopefully will be monetized. Whoa, yeah. I'm going to put on the chest rig. We're going to actually do some modifications to this thing. We'll be back with the Bubba MCX regulator. All I have to say to Sig is regulate these nuts. All right, so you guys, I'm sure, have heard of the Bubba SKS, but let me present to you my Bubba MCX. God damn! Dear God, look at her. One of the guns of all time.
This is a California compliant lower on the MCX, meant for a hunting style stock that somebody has put a pistol grip on anyway. By somebody, I'm pretty sure it was PSR. Thanks. I hate it.
And she's mine. So what I just did was I put on a Mossberg 500 pistol grip buffer tube adapter. So this will make your Mossberg have a pistol grip instead of that stock, similar to this. So what I had to do is I had to do a little bit of dremeling, a little Dremel gunsmithing to get this grip to fit on there. So it's not like a direct fit for a Mossberg 500 as it is on the MCX. So I had to just, you know, do a little bit of Bubba action here. And we now have a pistol grip. This is now no longer California compliant, especially with the 30 round mag, which we love. Standard M4 buffer tube. I had to make it FDE just to match, but it's quite off, which is just perfect for the Bubba aesthetic. Let's see if some of the ergonomic changes we made do any better things for our shooting experience. I kind of doubt it, but we'll try. All right, shooting the Bubba to MCX. Huh. Oh. Oh, pain. Actually, literally pain in my wrist. As you can see, that setup with that trigger, it's tucked back in the trigger guard. It's an all right trigger. It's not terrible. It's just kind of mid. The way it is with the shoulder and the grip angle is just atrocious, dude. That's tough. And you'd actually probably want a higher optic because we raised up the cheek weld here. But oh God, it's just absolutely disgusting. I want to see how this upper runs on my MCX lower. So let's see how this thing feels as a real gun. Not a rail gun, but a real gun. All right, so after that atrocious Bubba situation, I think it's only right to fix our MCX regulator and put a regular MCX. Well, this is just an AR-15 lower, but it's got the conversion on it, so it will function with our regulator upper. Now, I have this as a pistol, but since it's 16 inches, no worries. Easy as pie. Not cucked anymore. Let's see how she runs with our MCX lower. Oh, much better. Well, she ran, and it was much easier to do the follow-up shots. The trigger weight's not too much different from this with the regulator lower. The ability to do follow-up shots with the pistol grip, the non-Bubba one, is definitely superior. I can see why they're so scary. God, those guns are scary. Oh, we should ban them. Oh, dick, that'll definitely stop it. Stop the gun violence. Oh, dick. All right, so another thing about this that's less than great is when you need to do a reload. Now, the good thing is this is an ambi lower receiver, both with the bolt release right here Got this latch, mag release, as well as bolt and mag release over here. So I know that it's going to be impossible. I mean, finish the mag, press it there. No, I cannot reach that without taking my hand off the grip. So what you have to do if you're a righty, and it'd be the same thing with a lefty, is you're gonna reach over here with your thumb, take it out, swap the mag, and then you've got your bolt release right here. We're gonna try that out and see how bad it goes. I'll do 30 quick. This compensator is just brutal. Let me get my mag in my pocket so you can really try this with speed. Let's try her. Out. In. Not horrible, actually. I think the time-wise, I don't think that's too much of a difference between a regular one, so that's not so bad. If it wasn't ambi, this would be horrible. It still is kind of horrible, but it's not an in-depth 1,000-round review or anything like that. I just thought this was neat, and we'll definitely put more rounds through this upper, but let's see if I can bump fire it. Oh, dick. Damn. That does not lend itself to bump firing, unfortunately. Oh, I'm disappointed. Oh, it's just a heavy trigger. Ah, fuck it. Mag change. PSR mag available at that attitude department. Give her piss. Oh, didn't lock open on the Duramag. Well, yeah, that's not fun. I mean, it is fun. Anytime I get to shoot a gun, it's fun. This is just fucked up. I don't know if I've seen anyone else on the internet do this. I did see one photo, actually, I think, of someone on Reddit or something that did this, but I thought I'd do a video on it because it's just fully developmentally disabled. All right, so conclusions on the Bubba MCX. Well, I just think this is a kind of a neat rifle, legitimately. I actually got to spend some time with some of the engineers behind this rifle at Moons Out. They were staying at our Airbnb. This is a cool project for those in band states that want to have an MCX. And I think with the normal stock on it, I actually prefer it to this. This is ridiculous and stupid. I guess if you were into not complying and you wanted just pure pain, you would do this and make it look like this. Not my favorite configuration. I think I would go back to the normal Magpul Mossberg 500 stock. With that said, if you want an MCX Spear LT upper 16-inch, less than what you'd buy it new just alone, get this gun. I mean, they're going off the shelves now that they're being sold for less, at half price. So I would definitely check it out. I got this one, I can't remember where, but it was 1,500 bucks. So I took it knowing that I could use that bolt carry group in my other Virtus to use it with the FRT and just to have another upper, because the uppers are very, very expensive, along with the barrels and the bolt carry groups by themselves. Just get this, get the upper. You'll have the modularity, the flexibility, adjustable gas, same as an MCX Spear LT. And you get your own little piece of SIG history, the good kind of SIG history. Yeah, props to the designers of this. I do think the Arca rail is neat. The trigger's not horrible. I wasn't able to bump fire it, unfortunately, but it just adds to the pain, unfortunately. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do have a Patreon you can subscribe to. It's early access to my content as well as my music. I do appreciate all the support. It goes to help me buy this. Like, I bought this with my own money. All the support really helps, especially in the age of YouTube banning and YouTube age restrictions and all that BS. Hopefully we didn't fire it fast enough to get age restricted, but you never know. So yeah, thanks again for watching another episode of PSR and Bubba's fun creations. Make sure you check out Aves. Thanks to them for sponsoring the channel, and I will see you on the next one, guys. Love ya. Bye. It's Bubba time. It's Bubba time. It's Bubba time. It's Bubba time.